Good morning, namaste. I'm here in the kitchen of my childhood home. That's the fridge that made me get so big. I'm here to remind you that you are loved. Sing along with me wherever you are. I want to hear you. I'm here to remind you of your magnificence, to help you awake to all the wonder that you are. I long to show you all the joy you're worthy of. I'm here to remind you how much you're truly loved. You're here to remind me of my magnificence. Help me awake to all the wonder that I am. You long to show me all the joy I'm worthy of. You're here to remind me how much I'm truly loved. One more time. I'm here to remind you of your magnificence, to help you awake to all the wonder that you are. I long to show you all the joy you're worthy of. I'm here to remind you how much you're truly loved. Morning, namaste.
Good morning.
Good morning, namaste. I hope you can hear me. We are doing service from our building for the last time. And what I know is that is opening up my heart. So I'm going to first take us into an invocation. Knowing that as we step through this door of change, saying goodbye to this physical presence of a building we have known for the last 6 years. What I know is as one door closes, another opens. And so our community has said yes to this new beginning. So what I know this morning as we say goodbye, my heart opens to our greater yes. And in that is the blessing. So I know as we move through our service today, there is joy and gratitude for all that has come before and all that is coming to us as a result of this change. So I know as we step into this Sunday that we are blessed by the beautiful sounds of Kong and our music, that the blessing unfolds for a greater expansion of who we are and the journeys we have made and stepping into the new journeys. And for our blessed Reverend Bobby, I know that Spirit speaks through her. And so this morning, the message falls on open ears and that the clear channel is ever present. And with that, I just say, and so it is. So good morning, Namaste, as we enter into our last service at 129 5th Street. We are going to do a blessing of the building, and it's going to take a few different sections. And at each altar, I am going to light some incense. And this incense is called Golden Aura, and it represents the raising of energetic vibrations. It brings on empowerment and joy. It anchors those qualities in. It calls in abundance, positive thoughts and actions, as well as clarity and possibilities. Thus, leaving our building in a high state energetically for the owner and its next tenant. I will light a candle which will burn away any old stories, as well as bring in and absorb all the good that is the truth of who we are as Namaste. That truth that has filled this building with love and joy, laughter, expansion, and deep care. So this morning, I open up our blessing here in our entryway. This is our threshold, the place that we first entered into and were welcomed into this community in this space. The blessing of the space is the knowingness that Namaste is not a building, but truly that home is within us and moves wherever we move. And so in gratitude for our community and all who stepped through this threshold at any time, thank you. Namaste.
This is a song called You Say by Lauren Daigle. I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. You say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am falling short, when I don't belong. I'm yours, and I believe, oh I believe what you say of me. I believe the only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. In you I find my worth, in you I find identity. Oh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I don't belong. Oh, you say that I am yours. I believe what you say of me. I believe. taken all I have and now I'm laying it at your feet. You have every failure, God, and you'll have every victory. Ooh, you say I am loved, but I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong, but I think I am weak. You say I am held when I'm falling short, when I don't belong. You say that I am yours. I believe, I believe, I believe what you say of me. Yes, I believe.
Thank you, Kong. I know this is the first time we've met formally, or yes, formally. I'd like to say thank you. And I'm Sean Mejia. I'm the newest member of the Board of Trustees here at Namaste. So
Welcome.
Thank you again for that lovely song.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what I'd like to do now is move into who we are. And I'm going to read this first slide here. So who we are. I honor the place in which you, the entire universe, dwells. I honor the place in which is love, truth, light, and peace. When you are in that place, and I am in that place in me, we recognize that we are one. Namaste. And then I'm going to move into our next slide here. I learned practical science of mind tools and practice in the love, connective, vibrant community to reveal my power and change my life. And then our power statement, we are a thriving, dynamic spiritual community. And how do we work this? We work this through awaken, then we realize, we transform, and we repeat. Thank you. Namaste. All right, so today after service, we go into visioning, and there's the link on the website. So that's for today, and it's immediately after service. And then happy hour. Happy hour continues this month. And this week, we are not having happy hour on the 15th, but we are having the circle on the 16th. And then happy hour moves again into next week, September 22nd. Bingo is back. So I look forward to having all of you, seeing all of you there at Bingo next week. The circle for this coming Wednesday, be happy. I just love that slide with the dog and the bee suit. So zoom in for laughter meditation. I have yet to go to one of these, but I'm looking forward to my first one. And then we are all together again in the park. So on Sunday, September 27th at 10 a.m., we can all be together at the park for information, and we need you to register for this event. So when you want to, if you want to come down to El Dorado Park, please go to the website, sign up, and you will get all the information on where we're gonna meet. So once again, that is on the website, the information's there, and we need you to sign up. Thank you. And then for all the singers out there that are not participating in the choir, come on out, join the choir team as the new Namaste virtual choir continues. So you can email Marilee Adler at her email address to get all the information so that you can join the choir. Don't be afraid like me to sing in the choir. And then how to connect every day with our lovely spiritual community. You can join the morning call at 7 a.m. It's a little early for me, but for everybody else, we'd love to see you there. The dial-in is on the website. And at that time, I'd like to say thank you very much, and I'm going to bring up Bobby.
Good morning, namaste. As we're practicing safety here, I get to take a little moment and talk to you about today and what we're doing. When I was on my way this morning, I was listening to the song that Kong played, which is Lauren Daigle's song, which is You Say. And it hit me the extent of what we're doing here. You know, we're saying goodbye to the building. And in the same breath as that, this month our theme is facing the fear. And a host of talks in which the intention is what you saw beautifully from Nikki today. And by the way, Valerie's in the background there holding the camera. What you're seeing today is this a goodbye to what was, but we never say goodbye to and leave without taking something. So what we get to do today with respect to this blessing is we get to honor the space that has given us so much. We get to honor the journey that we've all taken together. And whatever our feelings are, right now we get to place them on the altar, as Joanne Bourgeois would say, our beloved practitioner emeritus who's moved on. We get to place it on the altar, and we get to allow the transformation to happen in which this gift has given us. Even the talk today, which is about faith again, doubt, skepticism, faith, oh my, which is I want to talk a little bit today about how that kind of works within our life and how it works right now, because it's important. So Kong is going to open us up with a little bit of music, the talk, and then we're going to continue the blessing of the building and continue to anchor in to what is being called of us. And each one of us, that call is different. I'll say this again. On my way in this morning, I was feeling such grief. And I haven't been here as long as others, but I felt the grief of letting go, of something moving on. But at the same time, I felt the gift moving in, and even the gift moving in, there was grief in that because it's changing. And what's so interesting is everything has changed. So I get to take today, so wherever you're at in your life, I get to take today and I get to place it on the altar, whatever it is that I get to say goodbye to besides the building. And I can use this as the ritual for us to move through, ritual being so important. So I'm so grateful we get to do this today. So stay with us. Hold that space where you're at for this beautiful community called Namaste. So now, Kong, I'll let you go ahead and set the tone.
Thank you, Bobby. You can be amazing, you can turn phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast and be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way the words do when they settle neath your skin. Kept on the inside, no sunlight, sometimes the shadow wins. I wonder what would happen if you say what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave with what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. I want to see you. I want to see you. I want to see you. I want to see you be brave. Everybody's been there, everybody's been stared down by the enemy, falling for the fear and done and disappear and bow down to the mighty. But don't run, stop holding your tongue. Maybe there's a way out of the cage where you live. And maybe one of these days you can let the light in. Show me how Big your bravest, say what you wanna say, and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say, so let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. In a sense, your history of silence won't do you any good. Did you think it would? Let your words be anything but empty. Why don't you tell them the truth? Say what you wanna say, let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say, and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. I wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. Yeah, I wanna see you. I wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave.
So you can feel a theme kind of growing here with respect to what we're doing today, which is we're really looking at all the feelings that we would have in that journey towards faith, which includes, again, the blessing of the building today. I know I'm not the only one that's feeling this, because I kind of feel like collectively I'm having this very expansive feeling of what this means in the journey of Namaste. I'm thinking of every minister that's been here, every practitioner, even if I didn't know them, every congregant that's walked through the doors, as you saw Nikki beautifully bless that threshold that folks walk in on. And now what we're going to do is Nikki's going to bless the next space, which is the sanctuary. So Nikki, I invite you to bless that sanctuary.
So from our beloved sanctuary, the place where we open to the divine within ourselves, each other, and the world at large. The blessing of this space is recognizing the powerful, courageous community that we are. Deep in consciousness, ever expanding individually and collectively. Being open to the possibility that there is a third way. And in gratitude for the ever-expanding consciousness collectively that we create, and the many blessings that have been showered upon us. Namaste.
As I step into the message for today, skepticism, doubt, and faith, oh my. What really came to me around this theme, this talk for today, is this idea of questioning. And oftentimes, whenever we make a choice or a decision, there is a progression that happens to where we move in and out of the practice of faith into what we want to have faith in. But the questioning part, oftentimes, I think we characterize it as something that we shouldn't be doing, as if it's a flaw in our faith. And I've been holding that this week, and in my own spiritual practice, really steeping into this idea of, well, so what does this questioning really add? Because I think before faith, before actually being able to have that, what Ernest Holmes would call that perfect faith, where there's no question or doubt, because what you're really doing is believing in something you can't see. And that does require faith. And before faith, doubt and skepticism, they come as visitors in both a healthy way and sometimes a distorted way. And so I would say that faith is both a process and a place. We come by it through walking through our feelings of doubt, skepticism, and I would even add desire and hope, all towards walking to this agreement in what I have faith in. I'm going to have Tori pull up the slide because I think it's important. I want to talk about what all that means with respect to our journey to faith. Skepticism or doubt. Skepticism is very healthy. In fact, in the philosophical tradition, skepticism is a very important process and a way of coming to understand what it is I believe. Skepticism allows me to ask questions and to understand what truly do I really know. As an example, I know that the sun is going to rise every day because it does. And I should say actually the earth turns so that I see the sun more correctly. I know that that will happen every morning. Why do I know that? Because every morning it happens. I see the sun, or at least I see the light from the sun. And I imagine that there was a time in which where the sun was covered with clouds, there may have been a question as to where did the sun go? But the sun is always there, and I know that. I know that because I understand more of how it works. So I have a belief every morning that the sun rises. But there are things that I don't necessarily have that same. And so that's where skepticism comes in. That's where doubt comes in. And I'll say, for example, if someone tells me something about my life, which is that I am truly a child of the universe, a child of the divine, I don't believe it a lot of times. I doubt it. And I doubt it because I haven't tested it. I doubt it because I haven't practiced it. And I doubt it because there are different places in my life where I might believe it more than others. And that's an important part of practicing and coming to in the journey of faith. Skepticism is necessary. So for those of you that call yourselves a skeptic, or for those of you that wonder, well, why do I doubt? We are absolutely designed to do both. We are designed to doubt things until we come to believe them. And as a skeptic, we come to question them. And what does it really mean in our lives? What's really healthy in skepticism and doubt. So in doubt, it's that I don't know if this is, so for example, a situation or experience comes in my life, and it may not be familiar to me. It may be completely different, like COVID. I mean, how many of you have had that experience? I haven't had that experience. I don't know what's going to happen. But somewhere in there, I'm practicing or I'm doubting, well, who am I to be in this? So I might ask myself that, am I being what I'm supposed to be in this? What does this really mean? Where is this going? What does it mean not just for me, but for my family, for my community, for my church right now? What does this mean? And those are questions that are absolutely necessary to ask as I move into a sense of what is my faith in? There's a step. So from doubt to where I question it or just refuse to accept anything at face value, to skepticism where I start to question things and ask myself what this means. Something rises up in the moment when I start to do this consciously, and that next step is desire or hope. Hope is something that's so interesting. It's part of our DNA. It's an optimistic state of mind that's based on the expectation of a positive outcome. That's what hope is. And as a verb, its definitions include expect with confidence, which I think Ernest Holmes probably took that right out of Webster's dictionary and said, expect with confidence. Because what we practice is, can I expect with confidence, not necessarily a specific outcome, but can I expect in confidence that the highest and best comes out because there is a trend and pattern that's already been in place. When I get kind of confused and caught up is when I think it's going to happen in a particular way. My faith is a confidence or trust So I'm going to ask this question. We asked this when I was talking with Derek. I've asked this question in different points, which is, what is my faith in? If I have faith in a person, I'm probably going to be disappointed. Because the faith, I would invite you, the faith is in myself. The faith is in my practice. The faith is in my trust that to allow something to unfold and not necessarily rush to judgment, demand a resolution immediately. Richard Rohr said in Falling Upward, our book of the month, he said, we are better at rushing to judgment and demanding a complete resolution to things before we have learned what they have to teach us. This is not the way of wisdom, and it is the way that people operate in the first half of life, which is expected. We get to test things out in that first half of life. If that's where you're at, test it. If it's okay to be doing some of that in the second half of life, but at some point in the second half, we need to have a deeper trust. And that's what we do in spiritual community, is we learn to practice that deeper trust. That deeper trust that comes from studying, from my spiritual practice, and from being conscious and present. Oftentimes, we're so distracted by some of the things that are happening out there that we latch on to these smaller, unnecessary morals, or these morals that are sitting out there, what we should and shouldn't do. Jesus, the master teacher, called it straining out gnats while swallowing camels. We're choking on the small things and missing the big piece. The truer part of how the universe operates, because we're in fear. Faith is the practice of being open at the top. That is what it is. Richard Rohr said, again in Falling Upward, he said, if this inner and critical voice, and by the way, I have an amazing inner critical voice. My voice will compete with all of you. I've named my voice Jerry. And I've named it Jerry because Jerry's really smart, hypercritical. Sometimes Jerry's driving. When Jerry's driving, I'm a mess. When Jerry and I are having a conversation, which we've been doing a lot lately, it's slightly different. But when Jerry's driving, this inner critical voice, he's yelling that he's keeping me safe. He's yelling like he's the authority. And I bet in some places we think that voice yelling is God. But if that's the voice I'm listening to, if I'm listening to Jerry, I can't hear the inner voice that is really God, which actually speaks mostly quietly. Although, Chris Schreiber, if you're listening, I know one time you had an almost shouting voice of an experience. I think of that often because mostly it's quiet. Mostly it's sitting under that critical voice that's saying I'm not enough, that I'm not loved, I don't belong. What am I doing here? I did that wrong. Why didn't I step in that way? Why did I do that? That's that inner critical voice. But you see, our illusions of what really is happening, which is that inner critical voice, the only way it can be undone is by God. And it's undone secretly and often slowly. Ernest called it, and I've mentioned this before, the secret unfolding. We move forward in ways, on this journey to practicing faith, we move forward in ways that we do not even understand. And we move through the quiet workings of time and grace. And when we get there, and I'm feeling that today, that when we get there, we even ask, how did this happen? How did I get there? It didn't happen overnight. It never does. It's that silent unfolding through time and grace. And then I may even say, wow, I did really great through that. And I can, but that stops short of the fact that I never do it alone. Because it is the Father within that doeth the work. It is the Father within that doeth the work. And I get to rely on this idea that I'm not doing it alone. And when I do that, my faith in that I'm not doing it alone, then time and grace feel like love. The next slide, which is the quote by Paula D'Arcy, which is in the Richard Rohr book, Falling Upward, where she says, God comes to us disguised as our life. My life is God unfolding. Your life is God unfolding. This community is God unfolding. Today is God unfolding. So can we do that? Can we have that? Can we lean into that? Can we allow that to be the experience that we're going forward as a community? So Nikki's going to move into blessing the fellowship space. How important that is. Let me know, Tori, when she's up so that is she up? Yes. So as Nikki blesses this fellowship space, this is the place and space in which we gathered together as one in a different form, separate from the sanctuary, different from when you first walk in the door, from the individual journey to the quiet collective journey to the giving journey. So now I'm going to ask Nikki to bless our fellowship.
Our fellowship. That place where we always connect. We give to one another. Where we truly embrace what Namaste means. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is love, truth, light, and peace. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, then we are one. Namaste. The blessing of this space is the knowingness that truly what matters is how we are together, not where we are physically, and releasing any idea of how we think things should look, opening to possibilities of yet unknown. And in gratitude for the perfect stepping stone to our next amazing home. Namaste.
Wherever you're at right now, I ask you to take your hand and place it on your heart. Because this gift that we give of ourselves as this community, sometimes I think we think we're giving a gift to something, and we're really giving a gift as something. We're giving a gift just as what I have beautifully witnessed of what Nikki has provided today as the blessing of this building. This building has been a beautiful gift. And the gift that we give every Sunday as we do our conscious giving, the gift that we give, it's allowed us to have a container for the experience that we've had. What we've come to understand is that we are not a building. We are not the building, which is the bricks of its space, those pieces in which the building is constructed of. Those bricks are not who we are. It's the bricks of each one of us. Each one of us represents the brick. Each one of us represents a part of what this community has been. So today, as we do our conscious giving, to take that gift and to give that gift to this community. That gift that I give today is what we are. The generosity from which I give from is what I give to the world. And the generosity doesn't necessarily mean I give everything. It means I give from where I'm at. If you're enjoying this service, if you are spiritually fed by Namaste, we all get to give to that because that's how we grow. Namaste does what it's meant to do, regardless. But the gift I give is of myself and my own growth, and I get to share it with others. So take that gift, which is the three things I always mention: time, treasure, and talent. At this moment, it's to be grateful for my time and talent, but it's also to recognize the gift I give financially to this community. So take that, all three, and hold that. And let us bless that gift for what it has always been to this community, is the generosity and abundance. The generosity and abundance of who we are. And when I know that, I also know the generosity and abundance of who I am too. Let us hold that gift. Let us bless that gift. Let us be grateful for that gift has given us the container that we live in right now, and the container we move into going into the future. So let me just bless this. Acknowledge that the journey of faith is so collective. Collective in the fact that it's a journey of the community that is Namaste. Collective, it is also the journey of all the parts of me. And when I say me, I'm speaking to each one of us individually. We bless that, its abundance, its generosity. We bless its intelligence for the wisdom that comes from that. Is what we bless as children of the universe. We bless the city of Long Beach. We bless the communities affected by the fire through that. We bless those that have been affected by the pandemic in our community, outside of our community, for truly we are a community of the universe. We bless this gift. We allow it to expand beyond what our imagination can hold. And we allow it to be so, and so it is. Before Kong comes up, we're going to finish the blessing of the building. So Nikki's coming up here. Can you see both of us right now on the screen?
Yes.
Great, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to bless this space right now. And first of all, I want to thank Nikki for the amazing work, and Valerie and her support. How beautiful that is.
Thank you.
Mm.
Been a gift. Yeah. There's been a lot in this building, and so working on this blessing was truly a gift. And what I realized is the gratitude really that is enveloped within the idea of this building, and that any appearance of shame or otherness that I had in the past about the building no longer is the truth of my experience of the building. And in large part, I thank the community for all that has been infused in this building, all the celebrations, the joys, the services, the coming together, the care, the love. That is what I am taking away from our experience and our time here. And so that truly doing this has been a gift. So thank you.
So we're going to bless this space, which is the entire building. And I would say the block and this downtown area.
Yeah.
So Nikki, will you join me?
Absolutely.
Love entered here in the beginning. It came with those looking for a place to feel safe and seen. Hold on a second, Nikki. Do you have the slide up? Okay, so I'm gonna ask everyone in this room if you will just be over there, and we're gonna say this together. So I'm gonna start over.
Yeah.
It's not often I have people in the same room with me. Just give us a moment. So
And I think you
see,
can hold it. It will pick me up. I'm loud.
so you will see the slide up. So wherever you're at, I'd like you to read this with us. So you ready over here in the room? Love entered here in the beginning. It came with those looking for a place to feel safe and seen. It came when those who found it opened the space wider for each that came after, enveloped each one, developed each one. Face of God was always offered as a mirror and as the one being seen. We bless this building, its walls, its windows, its floors and ceilings, the container for all who found what brought them to explore, understand, expand, and create. We bless this space, each brick, for the next. We graciously and gratefully leave a little of us behind for the next, as a gift that is and always is uniquely us. Blessings. And so it is.
Namaste.
So that is our closing prayer today as we move into the service. So I just want to do some gratitude before we bring Kong up. You can go ahead and bring Kong up, Tori, if he's ready. Kong, thank you for coming today. Thank you for always being part of this community as bringing that, what I feel is music opens us up.
Of course, I'm grateful to be here.
Safely in love and be the kind of community that Namaste is. Is he up?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you, Kong. So I'm going to just say some thank yous today really quickly. First of all, I want to thank Sean Mejia, our brand new board of director. Let's go ahead and just do that. I'm very excited that Sean is part of this community and he's part of the board and excited for what is coming. In fact, today, for those of you that are interested in anything that Namaste is selling, you can show up today at what time, Sean? 1 o'clock. 1 and 3. Between 1 and 3, Namaste is open today. We are selling what is left. Very grateful. Also thankful for Nikki for beautiful design today and for Valerie and her support of that. Thank you so much. Our practitioners, very blessed. And I'm thankful for Debbie Ann for coming in and being a board member to support today. Tori, who's back over here as director. So with that, Kong, why don't you go ahead and close us with our beautiful song today.
Thank you, Bobby. Let's all sing this song together wherever you are. I think we'll be able to hear a lot of your voices over there in the space, so we'd love to hear you sing along. Here we go. Something great has happened and love has taken hold and it won't let go of us now. Something here is calling us forward, upward motion with drops in one ocean. Roll on. Will you rise up with me today? Lift up your voice and boldly say, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Live the dream of your highest calling. Be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's the moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Together now. Every day's a chance you can do something amazing to feel your passion blazing and shine. Paint with every vision and dance in new directions. Explode to new heights in your mind. I will rise up with you today. Lift up my voice and boldly say, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Let the dream of your highest calling be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's the moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Together now. One dream, one voice, one heart, one word. Sing it with me, please. Come on. One dream, one voice, one heart, one word. One dream, one voice, one heart, one word. Let the dream of your highest calling be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Together now. One dream, one voice, one heart, one word.
Thank you, Namaste. Thank you, Kong. As
Thank you.
usual.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, everybody.
You have an audience under 10 here. Thank you very much. You know, first of all, I want to make a special thank you right now. I want to thank Tori, because this morning has been challenging. We are doing church in a box, people. That's what we've been doing, and we're even in our building today.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because as we move through this, we have to adjust and move and groove, and there's nothing that we do that's wrong. We get to step up and just be okay with it, because I really appreciate how you step up. And so thank you for that. So remember that, because the faith that we have is the faith in ourselves this week. Step into that. This week we have the circle, and I'm really grateful that Valerie takes lead on that, and I think it's laughter yoga this week.
Yes, Marilee.
Marilee. So make sure you do that. Also, Rogue Valley, CSL, has been hugely affected by the fire. There's quite a few people in their community that are homeless. And so if you'll just go on their website at CSL Rogue Valley, you can give to that and we'll provide some more information. But they're needing financial support because of people that have lost absolutely everything in that community. Reverend Kimberly Hawkins and Vivian were evacuated this last week, and they were fortunate. They came back and their house was not affected. But the communities around that area were absolutely severely impacted. So we get to give in places as well, just to do that support as well. So just reach out to Reverend Kimberly for those of you who don't know, but we'll have some information for you. So join us for visioning today, right after service. Give us about 10 minutes and we'll be in there to join you. The link is on the website, which includes the password ID, the whole thing. So please go ahead and join us for visioning as we continue to anchor into this community's unfolding. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, everyone. Have a great week. Thank you, Kong.
Thank you.